Want to turn your passion for drawing into a full-time career? Discover our courses at Brushcamp where you become a master in the realm of digital painting. Brushcamp offers tons of similar courses in illustration, 2D, 3D design. Level up your creativity with free knowledge and courses. Visit brushcamp.com today and explore endless possibilities.
Hello. In today's lesson, we will learn about another tool, which I often use in digital painting. And it's also a distinctive tool of Photoshop. It's called mask. Let's understand what a mask is. If translated into Vietnamese, it means maden. It's like hiding something behind a mask. I'm saying it in a playful way. What does a mask mean? Mask is to show or hide the currently selected layer. Now I will practice to see how it works. Okay, here I have selected my layer, which is layer A. So what will the mask look like? When you select a layer, you see this icon below. Click on the rectangular icon, which with the circle in the middle, like the flag of Japan. Click on it. You see that my layer is now linked to a white layer. I can enlarge this a bit. Choose large thumbnails so that it's easier for you to see. This is layer A. And the linked layer here is called the layer mask. What are the characteristics of a layer mask? The layer mask serves to, if I paint in white, it means it will display the entire layer at 100% opacity. But if I paint in black, it will hide it completely, 100% opacity. Let me give you an example. Now I will use the brush. For example, using a hard brush, you can see the hard brush. I selected the default hard round brush in Photoshop. Now I will pick the color black. As I mentioned before, pressing the D key switches to black and white, and pressing the X key swaps the foreground and background colors, the two colors above and below. Now I am selecting this black color. When I draw with it, pay attention. As I draw with it, it gets erased. It is getting erased. It's completely gone. But if you look at my layer mask above, you will see a black area, which is the area I selected. The black color means it is hidden. That's why you see it disappearing. Now I will switch to the color white. I press the X key to switch to white, or I can pick from this box. And now, when I fill it in, you can see it reappeared. When I filled it with white, it reappeared. Clearly, it didn't disappear. It's just hidden. It's hidden by this layer mask. So now, what happens if I choose a gray color? Then it will partially hide it. It will appear blurry, right? It will hide about half of it. So the layer mask only works with grayscale, which means intensity. Black and white only. Even if you choose red now, you can see the layer mask only shows as gray, black. The example here is gray. It doesn't have color. Because the layer mask, as I mentioned, its effect is only one. That is to show or hide. So no matter what color you choose, it's just its intensity. It's just its intensity. For example, if I choose black, it will erase everything. If I choose white, it will reappear. This is the effect of a layer mask. So how can we apply it in drawing? You see, if I delete a layer, for example, if I've worked for a while and can't see 𝗱𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 anymore, I can't redo it. I can't go back to the past. That's where the layer mask helps me erase. So I can still restore the image, the drawn layer. There's another way, though. For example, now I will apply the layer mask like this. I'll create a new layer. With this layer, I'll fill it with red color. Now I'll fill it with this purple red color. I'll fill it in. So now I want to use this purple color. But I only want to use it a little bit. Sometimes I want to erase or reveal it. So with this purple layer, I'll use a layer mask on itself. I'll click on this box. This layer number 3 now has a mask. So now I want to hide it completely. I'll fill the layer mask with black color. Fill it with black color below the background area. So I'll use the shortcut Ctrl+backspace to fill the color. Press the shortcut Ctrl+backspace or Ctrl+delete. Click on it. Then you can see that it has filled the selected area with black. Hide all the purple color from earlier. Now if I want it to appear, it's simple. I'll paint it with white color. I'll paint it white, and you can see it appears, right? And when I press the X key, it turns black. If I paint it, it will disappear. If I paint it white, it will appear black is erasing. Or for example, now I'm using a brush with opacity. For example, I gradually brush it. I'll paint it white and brush lightly. Then it will reveal the purple color. For example, I want to darken this area right here, but I want to hide the area below it. I'll press the X key to change it back to black and hide it more. Or if I don't like black, I can choose gray as well. Remember, when using a layer mask, it only affects the opacity. It reveals a bit here. I can choose black to hide it more. Press the D key. I'll press the X key to reverse it. It changes this area. Then I blurred it out. I can use the soft round brush to erase it. Let me darken it and add something. This is the effect of a layer mask. It allows me to draw without worrying about damaging it, because I can still see 𝗱𝗲𝘀𝗶𝗽𝗁 redo it. If I want it to appear completely, I just need to choose white and fill it. Then it will appear completely. This is the effect of a layer mask, and it's very unique. Layer masks are used in Photoshop. Of course, some other software may have a similar feature with layer masks, but I find Photoshop's layer mask to be one of its unique features. Let me explain a tool that I will compare it with. For example, I know another tool, which you'll learn about in this course, that's clipping mask. They share the word mask, but let's see how they differ. As I mentioned, a layer mask is used to show or hide areas of a layer. That's its primary function. On the other hand, a clipping mask has a different purpose. Let's take this layer as an example. I want to create a clipping mask for it. To do that, I need to create a new layer. I'll create a new layer, and then apply the clipping mask. I'll right-click and select Create Clipping Mask. This will create an arrow pointing downward. Now I can draw on the clipped layer. My task is to draw on it. It's just me drawing on it. When I draw, it doesn't bleed outside of its parent layer, which is this layer with the red berry. But when I erase it, for example, when I erase it, it disappears. And I can see 𝗱𝗲𝘀𝗀𝗃 to undo it, but I can't recover it. A clipping mask only has the property of helping me draw without bleeding outside of its parent layer. It doesn't have the function of showing or hiding, but if I want to use the operation, I want to use a drawing style like this. I can use this purple color, like what I'm using up here. I just fill all the purple color into the red berry. Then I use a layer mask to hide it. And then I use a white brush to draw, to reveal the areas with the purple color that I want. It shows up on the red berry. Okay, these are the features and effects of a layer mask. I hope this lesson helps you learn more about a very useful tool in Photoshop. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Bye bye.
Please like and subscribe to our channel.